And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Hey everyone, it's The Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Big J. Oakerson, that handsome son, bitch Dan Soder.
I keep talking that way, you're going to get kisses.
He stay Dan Soder. We got a football in the studio today, so we are amped.
This is fun, man.
We're amped up.
We had a fun, we have So Far So Good on the Lost Tapes that'll come out Thursday.
We put a lot of stuff, we worked out some issues yesterday on the show.
Yeah, it's
we're all
very
feeling lighter now.
I'll tell you this, man, I've been trying to get you in therapy recently. I went today, and I was telling him, I was like, bringing up those pictures, man, it fucking cracked some shit open.
Yeah?
I was walking around a little heated last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a little bit of venom in my blood.
I know, because you were touched as a friend. That I looked at him and said, yeah, he looks like an asshole. But he looks like Terry Quinn of the horror film's stepfather.
yeah. But I told my therapist that. I was like, I hadn't seen a picture of that dude.
By the end where you're like, he made me suck his dick.
In a Speedo.
You know how musty that was.
It tasted like chlorine.
My eyes burned and my mouth was salty.
It was so dry.
He was so big.
No, but it's one of those things where I told my therapist, I didn't even realize it yesterday on the show. I hadn't seen that dude's picture since he moved out when I was 16. So it's like fucking 19 years ago.
I was so surprised when you said that you hadn't, like, just since Facebook's been around. Like, I get not seeing it, but, like, just never, like, looking people up or seeing, like, what does this motherfucker look like now?
It really was always one of those ones where I was like, yeah, fuck him. I don't give a shit.
Who's I'm, like, seeing his face for the first time. And, I mean, how many years?
19.
He looks like the guy. Who's the guy? Which one of the Seth MacFarlane cartoons was it where they thought they saw a man on the moon and he was coming to get them, but it was just a smudge on the telescope?
Oh, yeah.
You know
I know which one. I thought it was Family Guy. I think it's Chris.
It's Rick and Morty.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's Rick and Morty.
And he does look like the man on the moon.
Rick and Morty, man on the moon. He looks like the man on the moon.
Yeah, dude. Good fucking call.
Yeah. He was like any evil.
They're doing season 4 right now, Rick and Morty. Yes, holy shit, he looks exactly like the man on the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it really. Your mouth's open. That's a good call. Better than I thought, even.
Holy shit!
Shoot for the moon.
Yeah, the unibrow aside, perfect. I won't kick a man when he's down. He doesn't have a unibrow.
He looks like every person that ties someone down the railroad tracks. He
won't ever get you.
He'd get good work as a villain.
I mean, he's the main villain in my fucking movie.
But your mom dug it. Your mom dug the look.
My mom Trish digs bad boys. Trish digs bad guys.
She likes villains.
Yeah, Trish loves villains.
It's the only thing that gets her going.
Yeah, it was. But anyways, the reason I brought that up was why was I saying that? I don't know. I was trying to tell you to get into therapy. Yeah, but I was telling you to get into it because you really go and then you're just like, just come out fired up. Like, oh shit, I did some fucking correcting.
Got some getting done today.
Did some fixing and shit. And then playing football was a real
loosened you up.
Real loosened day.
Then you got so much anxiety about people being around outside.
It's not fun to play catch in Midtown Manhattan when everyone's leaving
needle,
work.
Buddy. You got to thread the needle. You got to believe in your arm.
I don't believe in my arm.
You sure don't, I guess. Not with that attitude, you can't.
I'm not going to whip it as people are coming out of fucking the high rises.
Black Lou didn't give a shit. I'm waiting for one of these fucking suit-wearing dorks to do something. Yeah, we did.
You didn't throw it.
Yeah, we did.
You threw it when we were throwing it on the side thing.
We threw it a couple times when we got to the alleyway.
Not walking down 48th.
Not walking down 48.
That's where I was nervous about it.
Yeah, I know you started crying, so I didn't do it.
I did. Oh, I started hyperventilating. There's a difference, Jay. Hyperventilating.
I was breathing into my baggie.
Yeah, I go, my safe bag helps me get down from the scary place.
Hey, Jay, go in my backpack. Give me my bag.
Jay,
give me my bag, please.
Jay, you need the bag. You need the bag. Also, real quick, shout out on Instagram for someone doing the zombie bonfire or post-apocalyptic. But
yeah, it's really, really awesome.
It was, I'm looking up his name now. It's DOKTRE space DRAUGR, which is Doctor Drag. Doctor.
Yeah, it's underscore.
Well, we just retweeted it at the bonfire, or regrammed it. But it's fucking hilarious. They got Bo Staff. They got Jay Oakerson.
Flag Girl.
Flag Girl's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Christine thinks pretty cool. Some Chuck Taylors and a flag.
Yeah, she got with the spike on it. And then there it is, Tommy Hawk. I mean, I think Hatchet Dan fit better But Tommy Hawk will definitely do.
Oh, Tommy Hawk's pretty great.
And by the way, I don't know if you know this, I'm barefoot.
Are you?
Yeah.
Some big-ass feet.
Yeah, there you go. Black Lou got his glasses on and his giant battle axe and his Coolio hair.
Triple X.
Yeah, blacks. My favorite one of the whole poster, Jake the Blade.
Jake the Blade,
squatting,
yeah.
two fucking knives. And then, up in the corner, leashed up, Dead Lou. Undead Lou.
Undead Lou Whiskey. Undead Lou.
I love the description. He wrote, new Saturday cartoon starring the Bonfire. But some of the stuff he says in this is hilarious. He says, the crew is halfway to making it to Colorado, where Dan has been promising everyone that Nana has an underground shelter. Wouldn't be Nana, it'd be Trish. She's in California. That aside. But Christine has been sneaking rations of cookies she kept secret. Jay has started speaking only in Def Jam haikus. Black Lou, for some reason, has forgotten math. Jacob's been getting the best sleep of his life. And White Lou Zombie can communicate using iPad soundboard, but the volume is stuck on max. Perfect. Guy wrote it.
Great.
Guy wrote the pitch. Executive producer, Dr. Drag.
The pitch is there.
Don't run away. It's only me. Don't be afraid. We want to get to this video yesterday, and I'm so fucking glad we saved it, because I would have pissed it away in 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, this is a good one. I'd like to get this going at the top of the show so we can just have some fun with it. Maybe we talk about it for 15 minutes. I don't know.
Now, what is it? None of us have watched it. We all stayed off the internet to not watch this.
Well, when you look the video up, when I saw it on World Star, my fave.
Yeah, your homepage.
It came up as She's Buggin'.
Okay.
Not She Buggin' even.
She's.
This is almost they took it seriously themselves.
Yeah, guys, seriously. This
She's Bugging. I-N-G.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay Lohan gets punched. And you don't see her get punched in this video. Do you hear, you think, Lou, sort of? You sort of hear what happened? She seems very appalled at the end of it. It's a 2-minute video, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. There's so much funny going on, I don't even remember each thing. Other than I believe at times she starts speaking in Russian or something, another language for sure.
You know what I love about celebrities that have kind of like gone down the drug and alcohol thing is they do still have like international. It's like the way Stephon Marbury went to China and was like huge. Because they're like, fucking Marbury. But in the NBA, he just, he was done. Yeah. Lindsay Lohan's like that. There's like, Hasselhoff is kind of like that.
Oh, Germany.
Goes to Germany and is just fucking huge. So I wonder because Lindsay Lohan is down to hang out with degenerates if they have money. You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
Oh, dude, I bet she's gone to the fucking UAE. She's been in Dubai doing some fucking weird lion sex party.
You know what that is? Freckle insecurity.
You think so?
I understand that.
You think that's ginge? That's the ginge goes?
Dude, I'd be a slut whorebag of a celebrity if I was
she's built
her.
like a Viking queen. I always called her original. No, she's just buxomy, wide hips.
Yeah, I never thought she was smoking hot. People loved her. And there's definitely pictures of her where she looks unbelievable. But from the first time they caught her, before they called it the fappening, like pussy slip on her, it didn't. Her and Britney Spears both. I never looked at them the same again with those weird, just mushed up pussies. It's almost like you're not supposed to see it. You're right. You're not supposed to look at a girl coming out of a
Lambo.
The angles are all bad.
With no underwear?
They're down low, no underwear, pussies just mushed into their butts in the seat, and
not only that powerful engine was just
look good.
That powerful engine was just rumbling it around.
The original Britney Spears and the original Lindsay Lohan are both ugly pussies.
You're an ugly pussy.
Like they should.
It's so weird. It was just the perfect one.
They were great examples of why you shouldn't shave your pussy. Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a little hair. If either one of them had a hair on their pussy, that would have been way better shots.
I need to watch.
They look like cold cuts, both of them.
Yeah, just beef.
Boar's head or like generic cold cuts?
No, this
too
is
many
boars.
flaps.
I'm talking about just Land O'Lakes. Just Land O'Lakes shit. Yeah,
Land O'Lakes.
You gotta get close on it and see. It was real mushed.
Not very womanly.
No, the original one. The original.
Right, Jacob? What do you think of these fuzzy lap flounders?
It just looks like a leg fold.
No, they got shots where you really get in on it. Yeah. Doesn't look good. There's the one.
Yowzers,
that's the one.
You gotta
when you get
know.
in on that one, man. It's just.
Hey,
Alice
old Bonfire.
Alice in Amsterdam looked less used up.
Well, dude, she's only...
Go down
when all
more.
you fuck is dancers, they have incredible job with their hips.
Yeah, her pussy just didn't look good there. And then go to Lindsay Lohan's box shot also. Just like it ain't good.
I hate to be crass, but Jesus, tighten
That
up.
one's all shave. That one's all like shave stubbles and stuff all over it.
I mean,
wear underwear.
Do you think she wears no underwear without... No, I mean, Lindsay Lohan has
dude,
library.
That was just so... I mean, God.
Wow.
It's just not good, man.
It looks like an old man's neck.
Yeah, hey, turkey. Hey, turkey cunt.
Oh, there he is. There's Gene Simmons.
Good old Gene Simmons.
That's the only thing he was good for was that drop.
She takes it, too.
All right. Yeah,
come on. He's got several drops.
You're right.
Waiting on for this day for a while.
Now let's go to the... Fuck, man. It looks like fucking... It looks like Dusty Rhodes' forehead.
Yeah. Look, she's been giving herself razor damage for a while.
She's been blading?
Yeah.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan, son of a plumber, baby. Coming in here, going to take on all 4 horsemen at the War Games at Starcade, baby.
Yeah, man, she's bashed.
Oh, goodness.
Let's go to the video. Lindsay Lohan punched in the face after accusing... Which video are we going to?
I went to World Star.
Okay.
She gets punched in the face because she starts trying to kidnap a couple's child after accusing them of human trafficking. Awesome. Lindsay Lohan, human trafficking thing. Now we have to
at one point of this, if she does try to take your kid, at one point you have to go like, "Is that the girl from The Love Bug?"
Now this is a very serious thing that's happening. They're in a nutty situation. Make the full screen before you turn it on, Christine. What I want you to pay attention to is the
Can you
comments.
turn off the lights, Black Lou?
The comments that are happening and the names of the people doing them. My favorite, I noticed right away. This is where I wrote the thing down on my phone. That's actually worse for me because of the computer screens.
All right,
it like evens it out if you turn the light on a little bit. Yeah, dude, the names of the people. It's still just shitheads watching her on Instagram Live or Facebook Live, whatever it is, and you see already a guy named Dick Pickles says hello.
Hello. First.
So she thinks she's chasing crime down for some reason on her Instagram Live.
Dude.
She's chasing down crime, and then someone just decks her, and there's just regular old people, like, commenting on it, like, "What's up, girl? Yo, if you lived here, you wouldn't have to do stuff like that. Yo, I'll be your boyfriend. Yo, she's still hot. When'd you get fat?"
Yeah. Yo, I love Parent Trap.
Yeah.
I won't leave until I take you. Now I know who you are. Don't fuck with me. Hey, kids.
By the way, there's Russian writing, I believe, in the chat room.
This is the Arab. This is not Arab.
What?
You're ruining Arab culture by doing this.
What?
Oh, she's speaking Arabic.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, she's been over there. She's just been on...
Taking these children, they want to go. I'm with you. I'm with you. Boys, don't worry.
Don't worry, Lindsay Lohan's with you, boys.
You're causing a problem with my children. Please, Lindsay Lohan, leave me alone. Not famed international spy, Lindsay Lohan.
This is 100% speculation, but she could be over there and know that language and everything. Because
dude,
if you're a celebrity,
shady shit.
I'm saying if you're a celebrity and you're over it like that, you go over to Dubai and just become like a hooker for a sultan because he wants to fuck Lindsay Lohan, just be his girlfriend for like a month.
And she's like out.
You just accept the life. You're like Princess Leia, leashed to Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah,
you just accept kind of like, I guess this is what life is.
Lindsay Lohan planning to launch an island resort in Dubai.
Exactly.
I mean, her face looks great. She looks like the Joker from the Batman cartoon.
Have you ever danced to the devil in fair moonlight?
But it's crazy because she's just over there in Dubai. You're right, just some sultan's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then she's trying to be fucking Liam Neeson and Taken.
Yeah, she goes,
"I know what you do. I have a certain set of skills. Sucking dick."
"Sultan, hun, are you going to go to bed? All right, I'm going to go out and stop human traffickers."
She goes, "I need to get in there and really stop. They're
Make
moving
sure you
children."
get home about 3 a.m.
Baby, make sure you do not get hurt. And she goes,
"They can't hurt what they can't see."
This is Jacob now.
she puts the ninja mask down.
Yeah.
God, Dick Pickle's still involved. Has anybody reached out to Dick Pickles?
Yeah. Dick Pickles.
I will walk forever. I stay with you. I don't worry.
By the way, she's getting blasted with hearts, man. People are loving it. People are loving it. Lindsay Lohan, human trafficker. Pay attention, Hollywood.
Yeah, she's fighting crime. She's stopping it. There's a guy right now at a fucking agency who goes, "Have you guys seen the video from this weekend? So what if we have Lindsay fighting human trafficking? It could be her big comeback."
Hi, I'm Lindsay Lohan. I'm with To Catch a Predator. Did you say I can't wait to come over and have sex with you, but you can never tell your parents?
Now
That's
listen,
you, wasn't it?
She is on what I can only describe as illegal doses of ketamine. However, she will stick to it. She thinks these people were trafficking their kids when really they were leaving a restaurant.
Is he your son? From Pakistan.
From Pakistan?
Don't fuck with Pakistan.
What? Go back. What is that? Is she? It sounds like she's making fun of him. It's like she's like racial.
Pakistan. You little fucking get out of here.
Dude, it sounds like a racist ass where she's like, don't fuck with Pakistan. Shut up. Get out of here.
Pakistan. Give me your kids, unibrow.
Get out of here. They're my kids now. I'm Lindsay Lohan. Love bug.
Hey, Furback.
Beep, beep. Beep. Hey, Ewoks. Beep, beep.
Is he your son?
She's just drunk. She goes, yeah. He says about Pakistan. She goes, this is a booga Pakistan.
Dude, totally. So you get kicked out of a bar. What?
Booga Pakistan.
Is he your son? From Pakistan. Don't fuck with Pakistan.
Booga Pakistan.
Dude, this family looks like they're just like, please leave me alone.
The kids are like, this is my father. Please, could you please go?
Dude, they have the most. By the way,
I'm trying to
for those
a long
of you,
day. I want to get home and play video games.
At the Bonfire SXM, we'll tweet it out. The only way I can describe the body language of the women or the people that Lindsay Lohan is following is refugee body language. They're bent over with pillows and bags, and they have, like, they're walking and they're like, what the fuck?
These are all sure signs of sex slavery.
I saw one woman in a hijab.
There's sex slavery.
Yeah, there's like a woman in a hijab, like with a sweatshirt over it, and she's like, I don't know. And then Lindsay Lohan's like, don't fuck with Pakistan. You don't fuck with Pakistan.
You fucking Pakistan.
You fucking Pakistan.
You fucking Pakistan.
Oh, she's fucking modeling some.
She's a burkini model.
Oh my god. They're probably paying her millions for that too.
Oh,
but it's like in the Middle East, they're paying her in treasure.
Yeah, they go, you want bullion?
Dan, can you hear something real quick? You humor me and listen real quick. You know what the sound is?
What?
My new fingernails. I stopped biting my fingernails.
Hey, Mazel Tov, Jay.
Very proud of myself.
Let's get back to the Lindsay Lohan bust up crime.
I'll be over here picking my teeth.
Ooh, look at that.
What's going on? Anybody need something like something peeled, like a
sticker off something?
Yeah, like a sticker. Anybody need a sticker pulled off something?
That'd be pretty awesome.
No? Everyone's good. Anybody back itching at all?
No.
Everyone's
I can't wait for you to get long Coke dealer nails.
Anybody want to be shampooed?
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to have one long pinky nail.
I'm definitely painting one. Yeah. You know what's happening. I've never had fingernails my whole life.
What?
Yeah.
You've never had fingernails your whole life?
My whole life.
Really? I
bit them off forever.
I bit them off, dude, always. These little white parts on the top. You see the white parts?
Yeah.
I've never had that.
What?
First time in my life, Christine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm having white parts on my nails.
You quit biting your nails, I think, like 2 years ago for a month or two. But
Not even.
Jesus, you weirdo.
Yeah.
I might want an orange later if you want to help me out.
You want to rip through an orange for you, buddy? I'll do a nectarine, tangerine, clementine.
Dude, I can't wait to get into the citruses.
A mandarin, but it's not. Mandarins are coming back in season though soon.
Yeah, I love a mandarin. I like a nice peeled, peeled mandarin.
Not a mandarin, a clementine.
The things you get very frustrated with because you don't have nails.
Yeah, but then also those same things. Like it's getting weird, and I'm getting weird now. Those same things though, that are like small fingernaily things. Yeah. If I do it for what Christine goes, can you pop this lid? It was a very thin picture, like tuna can shape, but if it was like only a tuna can was like a half an inch high. And it was like, can you open it? But it was like a lid on a thing.
Yeah.
Can you get this lid off? And I ended up going, I hate it. Like, and I have to throw it away. No, just because like I just feel like doing something small and tedious like that is so like I can't. It like wigs me out.
Really?
I actually get wigged out. I have to start biting my own fingers.
because you're doing something small, like opening like a Burt Bees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Burt Bees cuticle cream. So then I started.
I forgot when you get nervous. I forgot that he does that.
He goes, "Oh, you're really getting in there."
I totally forgot that when Jay gets weirded out, he does his finger thing to his face.
Just about cuticles. When he gets weirded out about cuticles.
Like, oh, what happened? Let's go. Why is this your cuticle thing? Let's go deep.
It's like getting an itch that you have to scratch.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it.
But I understand there's like certain things that make my mouth salivate on the side because I don't like the sound of it, or I'll be like, you know what I mean? Everyone has nails on a chalkboard. That's the obvious one. But there's other stuff like...
I'm fine with that. I used to hate rake and broom on concrete.
Oh, okay.
Oh, rake's bad. I used to hate knife sharpening.
I hate...
but the finger thing,
rubber,
biting my thumb...
Commercial rubber, when you're like moving it together. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like that thick rubber shit you could put on the ground sometimes. You know what I mean? Why are you biting your leg?
Dude, biting my thumb is like a thing where it's like I have a feeling in my thumb I have to bite. It's so weird.
Oh, man.
I have to think it away.
Yeah.
Damn you, Christine. This is the torture she must be doing at home. Just doing cuticle stuff?
You'll figure this out Thursday, but old Soder proverb...
miracle I don't hit her.
Old Soder proverb says, when the woman is in your mind, she is also in your heart.
Bum bum.
Soder proverb.
Old Soder proverb.
Let's go back to the video.
Just rubbing it all over her fucking cuticles.
Yeah,
so
I'm oddly
weird.
obsessive about my cuticles.
Go to Lindsay Lohan. Let's get Jay decompressed. Don't fuck with Pakistan. Dude.
That's the sound of her getting slugged.
Dude, please go back a little bit more.
Bugga bugga Pakistan. What are you going to do about it?
Is he your son?
Yeah, this is great.
From Pakistan. Don't fuck with Pakistan. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Bam! Pause it for a second. I swear to you, if I was walking with my children and Lindsay Lohan came and grabbed them and said, "I'm saving you from sex slavery," I'd let her take him and I would just follow her. I would be like, where's this going to go? Like, this story's going to be worth it.
Yeah, are you going to fuck one of my kids?
I just go, like, right behind. When she gets to some kind of an embassy, she goes, "I'm taking these kids from these sex traffickers," and you're just right behind her going, she's like, but
yeah,
I know, we let her do that. She's so taken on the plane ride over here. She thinks she's helping everyone.
Oh, dude, it gets lit.
Give me your hand.
Give me your hand.
That's definitely her making that noise.
Yeah. She got rocked.
She's crying.
I'm like in shock right now. And they were drunk.
Pause it. That's such great, sad, drunk white girl shit too. She's like, I'm like so in shock right now. I can't believe what happened. That I instigated that really crazy situation and got punched. It's like, how does someone just process that?
I don't know. Why is the world so unfair? I followed a family yelling, "Don't fuck with Pakistan," and then I grabbed one of the children's hands and then she punched me in the face. The world is unfair.
So you can't just grab a stranger's child in the street anymore.
I don't know. What did I do wrong? Please, someone explain to me what I did something wrong.
Are we going back to the palace?
Are we go? I need opiates from Afghanistan. I need powerful opiates from Afghanistan.
That's why she's out there. She's out there just getting fucking
zooted all the time.
She goes, "I'm not doing, now everyone relax, I'm not doing Hollywood heroin."
Yeah, she goes,
but just stepped on stuff with antifreeze going to kill me.
I'm eating a lot of poppy seed bagels.
If you know what I'm saying. And I think you know what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, they don't like bagels around here because of the Jews. You know what? I'm on opiate. I'm on opium.
I just snorted a long rail of something off of one of these curly boot weirdos.
She goes, I don't know. I think the Iron Sheik gave me top shovel.
I don't know. I see one of those silly mustaches. I just kiss the face it's attached to. Everyone seems to not give me shit.
It all smells.
I got a room. I got my own room.
Most of them smell like microwave sock when you're naked.
He goes, the house smell is, it's an adjustment.
She goes, but
the smells of said palace was a bit of an adjustment.
But would I complain? Most of my days are spent in silk pajamas. I'm pretty good. I think I'm good.
So,
who wins?
6 and 1, half does the other.
So I wake up one day and decide I'm Batman. I gotta stop.
Vigilante justice. Here's what I found out. These Arab bitches can pack a wallop.
She goes, Prince Fahid tells me to not leave. I tell him I will leave because I have to clean up the streets of your hometown because that's what a princess does.
Because stop being so controlling and go disconnect your eyebrows from your beard.
Apparently, when you go to mosque as a baby, they teach you to punch with your hips because those bitches...
She goes, I'm just in shock right now. She knew how to turn her shoulder into it. She threw from, the power came from her legs.
She goes, that was an overhand right, and I never saw it coming, and I usually plant. She didn't even plant. She threw it off a back foot. That means she has power on her going backwards.
She's like, I only choreographed insulting their country over and over again.
Don't fuck with Pakistan. Fuck you, Pakistan.
There's no way she was speaking Arabic before. That was pure gibberish.
Yeah.
She was,
do you think it was
so bad?
Do you think it was Pootie Tang? Sadate, poopy pants. Sadate.
Go back. Let's hear her speak a little more.
I'm like in shock right now.
What happened, Lindsay?
And they were trying to run me, and I'm just like so scared. I literally can't. I don't think I can ever change what I want to.
Oh, dude, there was this. Some fucking Escalade pulled up, and he went, "Get in the car, Lindsay."
Okay, are you done being
Prince Fahim? I'm not ashamed. Lindsay Lohan interview 2018 Dubai accent.
Oh, come on, please.
Yeah, buddy.
Exciting new projects in her future.
Oh, dude, she looks fucking.
About some of the struggles you've
what
had.
a nut bar.
You look fantastic now.
What?
Thank you.
For all your fans out there, how are you doing now?
I'm good. I'm really happy. I'm in a very good place.
And, a little buzzed. I'm kind of riding the high from this morning. I might need some cough syrup in a little bit, though.
I'm going to ask you, Jesse Palmer, is my face 9 inches thick? Because I feel like I'm talking through a wall at you. Now, what happens is, I wake up, I go to the M&M bowl. That's what my prince calls my pill jar.
You're asking questions. All I'm hearing is...
She goes, kiss me. She Joe Namath.
I want to kiss. I don't care about that any of this salt and shit. Kiss me. She goes, kiss me. What are you afraid my boyfriend's going to murder you in front of the town?
She goes, well, he would chop your dick off.
So get used to that, eunuch. You're not using it anyway, right? This guy's a real queer bow. I'm off this show.
She goes, he's a backup question asker too. No, Lindsay, that's kind of mean. It wasn't even mean.
And I love to give it to other people that, need more.
I like to have times with my new boyfriend.
She takes it too.
Around the world, especially in Yemen, what's going on right now. I'm trying to plan a trip to go there. I really love giving back, and I think it's really important.
Tell me about Dubai, where you live now.
The laws of no paparazzi and these kind of things, where you have a private life. You can actually live your life.
You don't need paparazzi when you're fucking filming yourself on vigilante missions.
Yeah, dude. Batman with a GoPro don't need that.
Yeah. There's no paparazzi, so I have to go do crazy, nutty shit on my own time.
Do you know when they used to mount the cameras to them, like the 1979 video?
Yeah.
I wish they would do that with her. Fighting crime.
The Fear?
Yeah, Fear. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, the show on MTV.
It was a perfect match for me. I'm not going to walk outside and there's going to be a guy snapping flashes if I don't want my picture taken. Like, it doesn't exist there.
When you were constantly surrounded by paparazzi, what was the worst point for you?
Everybody has their ups and downs in life in general, but I I lived mine for everyone to see. And I'm not ashamed by that. I think it shows that you can have moments in your life where you don't really know what it is that you want. And
she doesn't have an accent at all.
Not good things happen.
No, but what the fuck? She looks like a different human being. Her face is totally different.
Yeah, she looks like a 50-year-old politician.
She looks like a young B.D. Wong.
You know what?
Yes.
You're not off.
Yes, that is what it is.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Lindsay Lohan says she was racially profiled for wearing a headscarf while traveling from Turkey.
Yeah, apparently she hasn't converted, but she's kind of following.
Let's take our first break and come back and follow what Lindsay Lohan's up to, because I'll be honest, I'm pretty intrigued. I thought she was just in L.A. going like, look at me places.
No, she just met with the president of Turkey.
I didn't even know Turkey had a president. I got a lot to figure out.
What about? I met with the Prime Minister of Ham.
We'll be right back, everybody.
I just like to make Jacob laugh hard.
Yeah, it's always fun to make Jacob catch Jacob.
When you catch him, it's always good.
We'll be right back, everybody. It's the Bonfire. Hey, campers.
Motivational music.
Yeah, we just got hooked up with some really awesome new security cameras from Blink Home Security. I guess a while ago they gave them to us because they are functioning fully in the Gas Digital Network studios, and I've seen it. Our friend Wayne used them also. They're small, motion-activated video cams, and when they detect any movement, they send an alert to your smartphone with a clip of what it saw. And it's pretty hot. Blink syncs right up with your smartphone. It works right out of the box, and Blink is wire-free. And it runs on batteries that last for years. There's no installation. It's so easy. Campers, you can keep an eye on everything when you're gone. Your dog, your neighbor's dog coming over for some sort of a frat party.
You can even do a Bad Ben spinoff.
You can make your own Bad Ben spinoff. That's true.
So go buy Blink.
I believe you can download the footage. Don't quote me on that, but I think these are Bad Ben quality movie ready. I owe Nigel a tweet, by the way, or a direct message. He's been reaching out to me. Lovely man. There's no subscriptions, no contracts. Here's the deal we got, you campers. You get 3 Blink cams. It's a 3-camera shoot. 3 Blink cams for way less than the other guys charge, plus an extra 15% off. I mean, the coverage you're going to get alone is going to save you in the end.
Hell yeah.
Visit BlinkProtect.com/bonfire. BlinkProtect.com/bonfire for an extra 15% off.
BlinkProtect.com/bonfire.
Well, in many bedrooms, bedtime is, how do you say it, Dan, complicated. Especially as the weather begins to cool. But I'll tell you what, doesn't complicate it for me. I love it. That's got to be Jacob's nightmare. Oh, no, you like it cold, though, when you sleep.
Yeah, the room's got to be cold. Warm.
Cold?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to make that switch happen from the time you're hanging out and you like it warm, and then it gets cold.
Got to make the proper switch.
That's a lot of temperature changes in the room.
Yeah.
Well, while one person sleeps soundly, the other is either freezing or way too hot. That's the internal struggle of Jacob Batat. Boll & Branch, the makers of the world's most comfortable sheets, loved by 3 U.S. presidents.
And 17 vice presidents.
They're offering their luxury flannel bedding for a limited time at bollandbranch.com. They're unbelievably soft, warm, and breathable, so everyone stays the right temperature. Our flannel sheets come in 14 stunning patterns and colors. You're guaranteed to find a style you'll love, plus you can try them for 30 nights risk-free. I love this deal. Boll & Branch, they put their money where their mouth is. But whatever you do, don't wait. Last year, the flannel sheets sold out in just a few weeks. So you have to go to bollandbranch.com today for $50 off your first set of sheets, plus free shipping. That's a pretty good deal we're giving you there. And that's when you go with promo code Bonfire. That's $50 off plus free shipping right now. bollandbranch.com, promo code Bonfire. bollandbranch.com, spelled B-O-L-L, and branch.com, promo code
Bonfire.
Yay!
We couldn't find music on the way back because I wanted to play the new Lil Wayne album, but you can't. We don't have it.
But we do have this.
Lou just found this.
This is the intro to a Pearl Jam song.
I love all music.
I remember when I was in Africa. Lindsay Lohan punched an Arab.
There's a lot of people on the other side of the world not doing as well.
Feed people. Feed hungry people and
and steal people from sex slavery. I really hope that this music is feeding y'all tonight. And I hope y'all can help feed other people. I love y'all so much, and I'm so happy y'all came out.
I actually have Eddie Vedder singing with an African choir, but I won't play it for you because you guys are dickheads.
Oh, well, it's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95.
I realized we were getting punished.
Hey, I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. That's sassy-ass voices, Lou Witzke in a bandana under a baseball cap, so he's walking different.
He don't fuck around now.
He's walking different.
He doesn't even need this job. His body shop's been taken off.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. He does custom kits.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yes, you want that? You want me to make that Nissan Maxima wider?
Oh, dude.
I'll put a whole body kit on that thing.
And I'll put your Alpine deck in and hide all the wires.
Oh, his wire management is great. Lou, do you care about that in your personal life? Wire management?
I don't really have those kind of skills.
Oh man, that's a big deal to me. Wire management on my entertainment? Big deal.
I'm not handy.
The skills I've acquired.
What are you looking at, Christine? What are you asking?
No, just that I don't have those skills. I'm like, to organize wires?
I don't. Oh, I thought they were calling me like a plumber, or a wire, or a mechanic.
No. Like do you have a TV? I picture your TV's going to be one of two things. You either have it real looking nice, like with a thing that covers all the wires, it's all set and you can't see anything. Or it's just you have fucking underwear hanging off of the wire that connects to one thing.
I was going to say it's egregious. It's over the front of the TV and plugged in. There you go. Dude, just move it behind your TV. What are you doing?
I don't know how the fucking dumb thing works.
I put it on the kitchen table. It's a table. I need a TV. You put the TV on the table. I go,
no, I got a table and a TV.
Yeah, you go, no, but you're supposed to get an entertainment center and put it in the living room.
What? I'm sorry, Dan, I'm not the Rockefeller. I don't have a place for a whole center.
Yeah, a center. Oh.
A center for electronics.
A television center.
For entertainment. You want my entertainment to have its own center.
I'm watching Julian fall in love with her coworker. It's driving me crazy.
Over and find out.
It's driving me crazy. They're laughing.
They're laughing. That's what you look like, Lou?
Oh, man, it's definitely the way Lou's looks.
No.
He goes, oh, my God, a Marlboro Light.
I'd move. I'd rather torch a place and get the insurance before I try to sort
so yours
that
are
out.
like super organized, huh?
No, they're not. But they're hidden well.
No, they're organized and all tied up correctly, and I have ties on them all.
Ties?
Yeah, but they're okay. Yeah. But over where our router and all that stuff is just kind of a shit situation of the design of the house.
I like to have mine hidden, but I'm not crazy about it.
I can't. I see people who have like the wires coming down from behind their TV, like 4 different wires.
You've seen the internet that comes out of Vecchione's room and then down the wall and then up over the door and then it just kind of fucking goes at an angle.
I couldn't.
Yeah?
I'd go over, I'd rip it down and I'd yell at you.
Stop it. Stop it. You're not allowed over to my house.
Now do it right.
If you ever do that again, I will kill you.
I'll rip it down your cable. Now no one has cable until you learn how to do a job right. How's that sound, big man?
I was going to download the new WWE.
Can I ask a stupid question? What do you do if it's a TV in the middle? Like, where are the wires here to this TV?
Black Lou, answer the question.
They're in the wall here.
Black Lou raised his hand.
Yeah, they're in the wall. But when you have like a house
what do I do? How do I get that?
You cut a hole in the back of the wall and make sure... Dead ass serious.
I'll tell you something.
And then you cut a hole at the bottom, and you put the wires through the hole and go to the bottom.
You can't do that, but Black Lou's going over the top. You could tell he's been hanging out with rich white folks. I'm not saying that. No, what you do is show them the thing.
When there is a wall in your way, you knock it down.
Here's what I use. Now, you see this, Lou? Look at the screen, buddy. I use that. Best thing that I use.
Yeah, Black Lou thinks that's gross, and I agree with him.
No, but...
I don't know what that is.
No, I don't care.
Because I'll tell you why. You've been to my house a bunch. It actually... The way our house is, it's against a brick wall, so that looks cool. It looks like an industrial thing. Like that tube looks like it's like piping almost.
No,
because that looks kind of cool. But you could put these things. It wouldn't look good on a brick wall to put like those covers. But like that right there, Liz, what you do. If you have a white wall,
I do.
Then just show them the thing. Yeah, those right there. That's what you do with your wires.
Okay, why is that better than wires?
Why is that better than wires?
Yeah, why does that hide wires? I know there's wires underneath there.
Why is that better than 4 loose wires swinging around?
I mean, I don't
like
see
they're all in a tunnel, Lou.
Ooh.
All the wires are in the tunnel.
Oh, whoopity-doo. It's got a tunnel.
Pakistan. Pakistan.
Dude, I didn't even think about this. You might be perfect for Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, no shit. Maybe they're the one. There, Lou, there's a difference.
Oh, that looks so fancy. Oh, my God. Let's have caviar.
What'd you get boozed up this morning?
Yeah,
what happened?
Great.
Did you go to brunch?
Yeah, dude.
This is the real me, Jay. You deal with it.
Oh, I'm sorry that you want it to look like a flop house where you stole that TV from someone else's
What
living
an
room.
unsightly wire. I can't live like this.
No, it's not an unsightly wire. It's an unsightly 3 or 4 wires.
That wire's fine. Yeah, I mean...
That's the black Lou.
What about an air conditioner?
What do you mean?
What about it?
If I have the air conditioner wire coming down, because I have to plug it in.
You got no choice. That just eats shit. I know.
I wanted to know. I want to know your stance on that.
But how long is your air conditioner wire? Usually they put the air conditioner plug right next to a...
Mine's at the top of the ceiling. It's at the bottom. Top of the wall, bottom of the wall.
That's idiotic.
Well, why don't you talk to Anthony Deluvio, my landlord, huh?
Yo, Deluvio.
Why don't you talk to the
Look
guy?
at that cord management back there. You don't think that's a problem?
Lou,
Look.
come on.
No, I'm in the middle. I'm not... But I just think it's...
By the way, let me tell you, that's the way Trish
cord...
kept her set up back in the days on the left.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's making me... I'm going to have to bite my knuckles. Bite my cuticles.
I just think you just want to bite your cuticles. I just think you just want to get back to it.
I want to get back to it. Putting holes in the wall is, especially in New York, no way. I'm going to punch a hole for a power cord, and then 8 rats are going to come running through that hole.
Ah, you've let us all out. He's so the wall.
I love that. The TV that comes out of the footrest is pretty cool looking, but you can never get a big enough TV in that thing.
Yeah.
That's my problem with it, but it's pretty cool. It rises up.
Go to the one on the bottom row all the way to the left.
Although, me and Christina are headboard.
Lou, how close is this to your house?
Oh, Jesus.
I swear to you, my brother has a TV.
Yeah, he also has that hole in the wall from the time you guys fought over sneakers.
Yeah. At the Bonfire SXM, we'll tweet out these pictures that we're talking about.
Oh, really? Stu's got a nice small Trinitron.
Yeah, dude,
that's a Trinitron.
I love a Trinitron.
Speakers on the side?
Hell yeah.
Bitch, that was huge.
Yeah, that was big. And also, remember how big the back was?
Oh, my God.
It was heavier than shit.
4 feet from the wall.
Yeah, dude, that thing was like, you're like, is that a flat? Oh, my God, it's so much TV.
How did it go from that
to the size of
to
an
flat
inch?
screen?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it didn't go that quick, but it went from the best TV was this super heavy tube TV.
Yeah.
Like the heavier the TV, the more you were getting high def and all that shit. To like figuring out like, oh, you know what? Like we can make this the size of a Frisbee. Like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, my TV, except for the size of them, the weight of my TV, I can easily carry myself.
My TV,
they're extremely light.
My TV that we had in our living room, the Sylvania, that you had to punch the side of.
You bought your TV at Rite Aid? I didn't realize that.
Okay, first off, it's my mom's TV. It was the one we had.
It's pretty cool. Your Sylvania?
18.
Nice.
I moved out. My mom bought a new TV.
Oh, really?
It was a Sylvania.
You want to come over and watch the fights on Lou's Westinghouse?
Don't condescend to come down to my TV from high on your mountain.
A Black & Decker?
Dude, an old Sylvania.
I'll have you over for TV one day.
Wood-sided Sylvania. Look, Sylvania still makes TVs. Go fuck yourself, dude.
Of course they do.
I'll come over for some TV and some wires.
Go see Sylvania Woodside tube TV.
Yeah, they also make... Woodside, Jesus. Sylvania also more known for making fluorescent light bulbs, apparently.
Yeah, not 18-inch. Just type that in. There you go. I want to see if it comes up. Go down.
Oh, yeah. That's a radio, Dan. Did you have to listen to your TV shows like Little Orphan Annie?
Shut up. You're mean.
Dan, what's the message say? Be sure to drink your Ovaltine? Is that what it says, Mom?
Now you get dinner. I go, can we come back and listen to the Lone Ranger?
Joe says no. Joe likes to listen. Joe listens to the news.
Joe likes to swim. Joe likes to hear the swim news.
This just in, coming off the docks. This guy swam fast.
Dude, the TV where you pull
that's what it was.
The cabinet out.
Oh, no, not the cabinet. It was when you pull
you pull the cabinet and it just shoots 3 lights at the screen. That was a big screen TV that when I was younger my friend had, and you were like, this dude's got the TV.
Projection TV?
Mm-hmm. Projection TV, yeah. It's so ugly. It's awful. By the way, the screen has to be tilted almost like this. So if you're watching from a couch, it's like... You have to get under it. You have to get under it. It's impossible.
Yeah. Dude, and now it's like
look at front projector TV, Christine.
It could be this. It could be this the size of a wall and just crystal clear.
Oh my God! It's so...
vintage.
Got the red, green, and blue light at the.
Yeah, red, green, and blue light. Can you do a front projecting big screen TV?
Projectors are fucking cheaper than TVs now. Well, actually, you can get a good TV for $650.
Oh, they're making it like the screen. It's like the 80s or something. You have to say. I don't know what it.
Every square inch, from crown molding to chair rail to floors to lighting to plumbing, doors, windows. So this is the type of guy you're getting. I'm a very handy guy.
God damn, Julia.
I would have said the 80s.
Just love
it. It's got a big... there it is. Hang on, the second picture, I think. That's that hunk of shit.
Yeah, my uncle had that.
Dude, it is so bad. It's tilted at you for some because it has to shoot those lights up at it. It's just the shittiest way to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Hey, do you wish you had all the shittiness of a drive-in movie in your house?
Do you want to make sure that you can only catch one good angle if you're on the couch?
Look at that remote.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Why is there still cancer and we're so far ahead of this in such a short amount of time? I'll never understand that.
Look at that. Oy. Let's go back to this Lindsay Lohan in Dubai, which we found out just before the break. We watched her getting punched in the face trying to break up a child
sex ring that wasn't happening, though, Dan.
So you found her...
It wasn't for nothing.
Lindsay Lohan says she's racially profiled for wearing a headscarf while traveling from Turkey.
She's converting to Islam. She's metaphorically in prison in her own mind, and she's becoming Muslim like everybody in prison does.
Yeah. The actress now says she was recently a victim of Islamophobia.
They saw Lindsay
She said
Lohan.
she's traveling from London to New York after meeting with Turkish President Recep good luck, in Turkey to discuss the global refugee crisis. So the president of Turkey's like, I need to know what Lindsay Lohan thinks of this.
She had a meeting with the president of Turkey. Lindsay Lohan of Mean Girls and Get a Clue fame.
Was in yesterday in Istanbul to reportedly have a wide-ranging discussion about the current plight of Syrian refugees. Also accompanying them was First Lady in
Amy Erdogan.
Yeah, and Syrian refugee Bana Al-Abad, who shot to fame by tweeting the difficulty she and her mother faced during the siege of Aleppo.
She says, I understand it's a lot like the siege I felt when I was doing Parent Trap. I was playing dual roles. I was one person.
I felt like a refugee on that set.
I don't like this when she says I was wearing the headscarf to honor out of respect to Turkish culture. Someone's like, no, you weren't.
She told Piers Morgan, it's on Piers Morgan on Good Morning Britain, that they opened my passport and saw Lindsay Lohan and started immediately apologizing.
That's dope.
Oh, hell yeah. Lindsay claims that she was racially profiled for the first time in her life at Heathrow Airport for wearing a headscarf.
It still sucks.
Yeah, she's just a crazy... I mean, you're just seeing the death throes of fame. Where it's like, when you're so famous like that, you can just go down and grab money all the way up here. And then Christine found a video of her on Entertainment Tonight speaking in an accent.
Mm-hmm. Whereas the paparazzi maybe across the street, I didn't know. And they crucified me for it in America. They made me seem like Satan.
Reference, here's...
Go to the beginning. Go to the beginning of that interview to hear that accent, because that definitely is an accent.
By the way, I like to say she debuts her new accent. It's such a great way to put it.
Oh, dude, can I debut a new accent next week?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Coming
you guys are
big,
gonna hate
though.
it.
Think about it.
Oh, dude, you're going to hate it.
Debut it, though.
All right.
This is just me.
We'll make an intro for it.
Yeah.
This is just me holding it with me walking, going. Whereas the paparazzi maybe across the street, I didn't know. And they crucified me for it in America.
She's like an Irish, I feel like. They crucify me for it.
And every day is harder and harder. Tan Lindsay Lohan is smoking hot.
What?
That Lindsay Lohan, whatever that one is, whatever incarnation.
When she was young, I didn't realize how beautiful she was when she was younger. How bad she looks now.
She's so hot right there. Scary movie.
Yeah, but even that was the beginning of it getting a little goofy. With
all right, maybe I like a little fucking seasoning on it.
Yeah, you like a little whack in your broad.
Yeah, I like it.
You want the love bug era.
No, not me, man.
Oh, why? She's underage? Real nice, Jacob. This isn't fucking Mexican law, buddy.
Jacob?
But you're in the upper 48
I'll tell you who you get along with is her new Sultan friend.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Yeah. She was something.
Dude, there's an article that says Lindsay Lohan and her physical decay.
Oh.
If you got caught...
she got that fucking Shar-Pei pussy.
Well, this is just a bummer, man. Lindsay Lohan is a bummer.
What we said before, she never had a chance.
Never had a chance. Her dad was a piece of shit. Her mom was a stage mom, just pushing. Look up her sister. What happened to her sister? Did she get out unscathed? Does any Lohan make it out alive? Because her dad is a full-on garbage dump of a human being.
Do they have highlights of Michael Lohan on Celebrity Rehab? I bet he was great.
Allie Lohan. Is she all right? What's she doing? She's an American fashion model.
She looks exactly like Jessica Simpson.
Thought you said that.
Jessica Simpson's married to, who isn't that? Diana Ross's son?
No, that's Ashley Simpson.
Ashley Simpson. Jessica Simpson is married to a former tight end for the 49ers.
Really?
Yeah. What the hell?
You love that.
Love it.
Sister looks a lot better than you. She looks like a mix of Lindsay Lohan and her Grace from The Stand.
Oh, she does a little bit. Thank you. It's a wonderful time.
She
the
goes,
collection is beautiful.
now I'm the normal daughter. Mwah.
She goes, oh, God, thank God that psycho went overseas. Mwah. Oh, she doesn't reach out. Mwah.
Hey, miss you, batshit. Mwah.
Guess who got your room at the beach house that you bought? You. Mwah.
We need cameras in the studio, man. You got to watch us doing it with that thing. Mwah. It was a loop of her blowing a kiss. If you have to explain it, it loses steam.
You left all your cars here, and guess who gets to drive them?
Hey, you forgot a couple million in your room.
Found a bag of blow in one of your shoe bags.
Ciao, baby.
Picked up a pretty sticky addiction thanks to your leftovers.
What's the Winnie the Pooh picture? That's just her mom.
I'm doing blow, Winnie the Pooh.
It's her mom.
Yeah, that's her dad.
Yeah.
That's not Winnie the Pooh.
Michael Lohan's really Winnie the Pooh.
I have a dark side to me.
Do you have any...
Lindsay, you're going to be in the movies, and then you're going to give me all of your money. I'm going to drive you insane, to the brink of sexual destruction. I'm going to fuck your life up so bad, you're going to live in Dubai. Do you know what they do in Dubai? They sell people. You'll help them. You go over there and stop them from selling people. It's me, Lindsay, Winnie the Pooh. Go stop them.
Did you have
These
Michael...
huffabaloos are taking our children.
Christine, did you find Michael Lohan clips from Celebrity Rehab? Huh?
No, not yet.
Well, could you?
Yeah.
No! Well, could you?
No, people, no. Yeah, that whole family was destined to be fucked up.
Yeah, there's really no shot.
Is this him? Oh, this is the dad.
Yeah,
this is the matriarch. Well, remember when we found out Justin Bieber's dad was named like Jared? Wasn't it Jared Bieber or something?
Is it? I don't remember.
Jeff Bieber.
His dad sucked though, right?
Yeah, he was like a pro-am MMA fighter.
Oh, what?
Yeah, did we look that up?
I totally forgot.
Just him trying to jam out with his son. He's like, yeah, there's my man. It's my dude. Yes, they're still making Assassin's Creed. Wow. Good for them.
I can't do it.
What is it?
Dr. True. Good to see you, man.
Funny meeting you here, huh?
I know, weird, huh?
I've
known Michael Lohan for years. We've appeared on numerous television shows together discussing addiction and his daughter, Lindsay.
What's your reaction to the sentence?
Lindsay would have just listened to us. She would have been in a rehab. She would have been on her way to being clean and sober.
Oh,
and
dude.
have her life back.
Let me just, hi, Dan Soder from 2018. It gets real weird.
Yeah, dude.
She's in Dubai, man. Do you know what that is? It's a lawless state. I mean, no, sure, there are laws.
There's one law, no journalism.
Yeah, you're like, weird. No journalism. No snitches.
Do they don't? You don't have a video of him like losing it?
I can find one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I mean, he's like, they're like Long Island
junk.
Garbage.
Yeah, real.
Let's go full throttle.
Yeah, like, dude, Lindsay Lohan would have had a better shot with that guy as her dad.
Look, if she would have just
Crown
sober, bought a house. I could have put some chair rails in.
He'd be over there right now. He'd go, Lindsay, I come over here with a couple guys. We get rid of it. We do the molding, caulking. We hide those wires.
Out back, you put the Spanish tile.
Man, come on, Lindsay. You a movie star.
I feel like you should do your whole yard in terracotta.
I love it. Kentucky bluegrass in the back. We'll roll it out. It'll be great.
Persimmon
tile. I mean, we're going to make it real classy, Lindsay.
And believe me, after you experience me, you won't even know who your ex-boyfriend is.
Listen to me. Don't be a dumb whore like your mother was.
Yeah, the mom is just... does she feel bad at all?
She really did coke with her? That's like on record?
I don't know. Who said that? I didn't say that.
Jacob, the coke expert.
Blow batot.
Oh, fucking butt full of blow batot?
Butt full of blow.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's El Burro. I'm the donkey.
You guys all boofing? I'm boofing hard.
Oh, my God. I got a condom full of Colombian white right up.
It's a thin membrane starting to get through.
You think poppers are luxurious?
Oh.
Anything from Michael Lohan?
No, I'm not finding snapped moments of him.
Well, let's take a break and come back with our guest.
Yeah.
I did.
What's this?
Apparently, this is an interview with his ex-fiancée about the night of his arrest.
Dude, Dr. Drew's just snitching.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Dr. Drew's with him on Celebrity
Some people
Rehab.
love him. Some people, Artie Lang, I don't know if he's going to be the best example of someone who doesn't, but I feel like he does not like Dr.
Stanhope has a great bit on the album Before He Turned the Gun on Himself about Dr. Drew just being a medical. He's like, he's a doctor, and he just does celebrities. Rehabs. He's like, that's like being a gynecologist and being like, I only do hot, stinkless pussy. Yeah. It's a fucking great bit. But Stanhope talks about it, and you're like, yeah, he's absolutely right. He calls the rehab a cottage industry. I mean, again, it's like Artie and Stanhope's hammered when he's saying it.
Yeah,
but it's fucking hilarious.
Well, we do. We have a guest coming in. We'll be right back, everybody. Oh wait, should we do some plugs?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's get him out of the way now, so when we come back, we'll just do our plug for our guest.
Yeah.
I know you can see Dan Soder this weekend. He's making the rounds, y'all.
Fuck yeah.
Santa Ana Star Casino in New Mexico. That is this Thursday?
Friday.
191 Tool in Tucson. That's Saturday, October 6th. That's right, because you have a Sunday show at Tempe Improv, Tempe, Arizona. That is this weekend, everybody. Shane Gill is going to be joining him.
Yeah.
Tickets and all other tour dates, go to dansoder.com. And like I said, listen, DVR the UFC on Saturday, idiots. Don't be morons. Go out.
Tucson.
I've had to fight that so many times myself. You can DVR everything.
Yeah, you can DVR.
In fact, if you wait till you get home, you can watch it for free.
Yeah.
On some websites.
You can catch Big J in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, October 18th through the 20th. After that, he's going to be in Phoenix, Arizona at the All Things Comedy Festival, October 26th and 27th. Get tickets at bigjcomedy.com, where you can also download the album. Download the album Crowdwork Sessions Volume 2. I promised myself I wouldn't ask. And also, you should write down on your calendar, October 30th, Big J's new half-hour Netflix special premieres as part of The Degenerates. It's October 30th on Netflix, so put it down in your fucking calendar. We'll be right back. And don't forget to download the Best of the Bonfire podcast.
And go on YouTube to our Comedy Central's YouTube page, where you can see all the... they're putting up weekly new clips from the with the video, with the cameras, when the cameras are in studio. So
if you
it's
want to see,
fun. Everlast we had so far, the Sean Fury interview.
Bert Kreischer, there's also the Sheets with Shane Gillis, and there's a lot of fun ones. So go to YouTube.
And a bunch coming, so yeah,
and share them. And then download Best of the Bonfire podcast. We'll be right back after this. It's the Bonfire. I don't think I said it enough.
Bonfire.
It's Bonfire.
Bonfire?
Bonfire.
Yep.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Jay going, is this a deep cut of Velvet Underground?
No.
Is that a popular hit?
Heroin? Yeah, that's probably one of the more popular.
I mean, heroin's popular. It's a whole epidemic in the Midwest right now. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That handsome son of a bitch is Big J. Oakerson. Picking all the tunes. I'd say he's
pushing off.
Hey, I'm down under here under a bridge. That's nice. Living it. Our guest, old friend, man. I've known our guest for quite a while. In fact, the first time I ever saw a Conan taping, he was on it. and I was hammered after a softball win in the park, and I kind of somehow snuck in and saw it.
It's a wacky day, Dan.
It's a fucking weird day, but Shane Moss joins the show. Shane, it's good to see you, dude. You got Stand-Up Science, the tour kicking off in Madison, Wisconsin, October 11th for all dates. And you can listen to his podcast. Here we are. Visit ShaneMauss.com. Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, great to see you again.
Dude, Shane and he brought it up in the commercial break. We used to get hammered.
Yeah.
Like 2007 to 2011 around.
Were you hammered like Dan would get, Shane? Like where no one could really tell you weren't a problem?
Oh, yeah. I was like, I was great to be around and like having interesting conversations. Yeah. So, like this isn't me saying this. This is all of my friends. What happened last night?
And they're like, you were great.
And then like they turned around and I'm like on the floor. Just like snap of the finger. Just like something would.
Did you ever? You never hit those walls even. Dan. You got home. You weren't like a fall asleep in like a pile of trash outside of a car.
I wasn't that, but what I was when I started coming off the rails, it started getting wonky real quick. Like I would like throw up secretly and then be like, I got to get out of here. Mm-hmm. But like with Shane,
that's called regrouping. Dude.
Yeah, you're right. It's called puke and rally. With Shane and I, it was like such an alcoholic thing. It took us like 3 hangs to remember each other. You know what I mean? When you're like just drinking hard with someone.
I'll be right back. And he goes, Stan, that's right. He's the guy who goes off and secret pukes.
Yeah, he goes, that's secret puke Dan. That's what I got on my phone now. That's the guy that goes in the corner and he pukes and he comes back.
And then he goes back and he goes, actually, guys, I'm just really tired, but I didn't puke, though.
He goes, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I gotta go home and watch The Wire and smoke inside.
And then Dan goes by and goes, hey, guys, some asshole puked in the corner. I gotta go.
I go, guys, look, it's Jenga Shane. All of a sudden you turn around and he's collapsed.
Yeah. Jenga Shane.
Well, that was because I was friends with. I started in Boston. I'm from Wisconsin originally, and so Joe, when he moved down,
Joe List.
Yeah, I mean, Joe was a guy. He was a few years ahead of me, or I think he'd been doing it like 4 years or something like that. And everyone loved Joe when I first started. And Joe was like, within 2 months, he got me all these spots around town and stuff, and he was just awesome to me. Yeah. So I would stop down, and and he was a heavy drinker back then as well. You know, Nate Bergazzi was another one, and
Nate was in the drinking crew as well.
Boy, oh boy!
Anytime I came down, and if we happened to, if Joe and Nate were hanging out, Joe would be like to Nate, he'd be like, hey, it's Shane's birthday. And Nate would be like, oh my God, it's your birthday. And we barely knew each other. He was just excited it was someone's birthday. But then that happened.
Somebody gives you time to drink.
Yeah.
Does that mean someone's going to drink with me?
But that happened like 7 times in a year.
Yeah.
And he like never put it together that it wasn't my birthday. And so then to Nate thought that we had been friends for the longest time. He's like, I can't believe
Nate
this.
Goes, I've known Shane 58 years.
Shit.
He goes, I've known Shane, it's crazy, like 2 decades. He goes, bananas.
This fucking fantastic guy. He's tall, he's handsome, 4 to 7 birthdays a year.
He's celebrated all the time. That's how much people like.
Shane is 71 years old.
Man, it really shows you who can. It's so funny to see like who connects who to whom. You know, like how you meet people. Joe List was such a big thing of I met you, Nate. And it was all like a thing of like, you want to, Joe with his fucking glasses like, woo, let's go get fucking hammered. And you're like, yeah. And I was just like, what's up? I was just fucking getting it. And it's crazy because now everyone
we're sober and friendless.
You turn around, you're like, I guess I'll just go home after my spots.
Do you know how annoying that is for the one person that correlates to all these friends we're talking about who can just have a few drinks, maybe. Smoke a little pot.
We weren't hanging out with them.
Yeah, you do your 3 shots of vodka, have a Bud Light, and then have a sensible evening. Shane, Al Jackson, and I were at like some place called Woody's at 4:30 in the morning, drinking fucking cans of beer that they bought at the bodega.
I don't know. Woody's was by
Comics.
No, was it?
Yeah, it was on 14th and 8th.
What was the place that Lewis used to drag confused idiot girls from Times Square over to after Stand Up New York, like right around the corner from there?
Ray's Corner.
No.
It was no. The Dublin House.
It was like a big bear. No, it was like a bear, and it was like a real like shitty. It looked like a log cabin-y type bar. That was called Woody's for some reason. It was right around the corner from Stanton.
Oh yeah, Upper West. Yeah. I think it was called Woody's.
It might have been called Woody's.
There's multiple. It's like a McMurphy's. It's like how many McMurphy's are there?
I don't know, Dan. I don't have a drinking thing where I would know the answer to that question.
Well, Jay,
ask me how many TGI Fridays there are. Maybe I'll have an answer for you.
Sometimes when you have a sensible friend who can handle his alcohol, he doesn't know bar knowledge like you do.
Oh, dude, it's like McFlaherty's. You know, I think they're in the tri-state area.
Dude, come on, that's from the McFlaherty's family. Well, so then you have a documentary coming out called Psychonautics. Its East Coast premiere is on October 4th and October 6th.
Yep.
As part of the Psychedelic Film and Music Festival. A lot of open jaws at that thing.
Are you the
a lot of this?
Are you the president of that festival? He goes, did they make a festival to show this movie? It seems like it really is it's a little on the nose.
I know it was. I was. My producer called and he's like, "You want to do that?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know." But first off, I've been so. All that happened was I've been doing themed shows for years. I happened to put together a show about psychedelics. It happened to take off like crazy, like my other themed shows didn't.
Yeah.
And then I just got sucked into this world of psychedelic research and whatnot. And so now I am asked to attend these conferences and all this weird. And really, I know so many shaman, and it's strange.
Really, dude. That's funny that your phone is full of shaman.
It is. It really is.
Guys, you guys want to meet a guy that's lived 3,000 times? His name's Neil. He's a little much.
When he gets you to call him
Whispering. They are always a little much.
He goes, call him Whispering Bush, or he will freak out.
He goes, I think he just had his third eye cleaned. So
is that? I hope that coat rack is that's actually screwed into a stud, right? Because these denim jackets come in heavy. These guys are bringing heavy denim jackets. A lot of bead work on them.
He goes, I'll tell you this, work boots, not one day of work on them. Not one day of work on them.
So I go to these events,
these
and
guys
you
are flexible
never
sitters.
have any idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are the single best thing you've ever experienced in your life. It's just the strangest, most beautiful, incredible happening. What is this magical place? And other times it's this is real shady. This is not.
It's just a dude in a Taco Bell parking lot.
A lot of ambition and nothing. And I have no idea what this festival will be, to be honest with you. But it's if I had documentary about croquet and there was a croquet film festival, I would have to.
That is a lot of linen at that festival. If you're at a croquet music festival, you're on.
How you picture the croquet player? Just lots of linen.
I was going to say a nice soft pant,
or somebody who's really great at playing the lute.
Yeah, and it's always an island, and there's light color shoes.
That's right.
Welcome to the 78th annual Croquet Music and Film Festival.
A lot of salmon-colored clothing and derivative of.
I bet there's a real bad boy in the croquet.
They go, that's knock him around Johnson.
Croquet? Oh yeah, he's got a fucking neck tattoo.
Foot on Johnson, and he goes, I do that shot all the time, even when I don't need to.
He ties scarves to his fucking horse like fucking Steven Tyler's microphone.
Yeah, dude.
He don't give a shit.
Puts it around. Oh no, croquet's the lawn game. You're thinking polo.
I'm thinking polo.
I'm thinking croquet, where it's the lawn sport, which makes. I grew up
a squash man, so.
Listen, Jay's in the private sector. He doesn't understand simple barbecue games. So you did a whole documentary about psychedelics.
Yeah, so I put together this show called A Good Trip, and it was. I'd never really done tons of indie stuff before that, and it was all of this. I tried it out in some indie venues because I couldn't just go to the Wacky Hut on a Saturday night for the bachelor and bachelorette parties and drop an hour of psychedelic material on them. And so I put together I started doing these little indie clubs, and next thing I knew, it kind of blew up and turned into this 111 city tour.
Jesus.
And then it just kind of became this thing. And so in the process, someone, this guy, Matt Schuler, reached out to me. He does some comedy specials and stuff, and he always wanted to do a documentary and asked me about maybe doing a documentary. And there's this conference coming up where we could get all these researchers, and we did that. And then we were like, what do we do? And I'm like, I guess I'll just do a bunch of psychedelics on film and
so that was
talk about it.
Was that going to be the point of the documentary? Was you going to do a bunch of psychedelics and experts were going to weigh in on it?
Well, this was like a comics take on. I'm not the first person to make a psychedelic documentary.
Yeah.
But this is like going to be like a funny kind of comics take on what the current world of psychedelics is, with some of the research going on. There's like, this.
Is there parts that are not funny though? I mean, does it get it gets kind of bad at points?
I wouldn't say it gets...
I have to assume. I mean, like with any kind of psychedelic...
Yeah, I mean, you can't... integration is a really important part of the psychedelic experience. You have a trip, and then you spend the next 3 to 6 months thinking about that trip.
100%.
You don't want to have the trip come down, then have another one like a day later. And I was like really trying to tap into the spirit of those worlds and articulate them well. And for a while, I was tripping like 3 or 4 times a week.
Jeez, on
and
what?
And then
just
mostly mushrooms, but I was
so
I did ketamine
levels
in the documentary, and then
is that a psychedelic ketamine?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a disassociative. It's I would say it's a little close to the DMT experience in a way that it's like it's. You go to a different place.
Really?
And then I had a really strange DMT experience toward the end of it, and then I was like, I'm going to do ayahuasca, which is like a slower version.
And your phone's full of shaman.
And my phone's full of shaman. Yeah, it is no problem.
They've been waiting. They're on a group text.
3 of your 5 favorite shamans.
Part of the problem too is once you like all of a sudden start becoming known as like this psychedelic comedian, which was never anything I intended to do or be. And like,
do you and Ari Shaffir have to have a boxing match about this?
a mind fight?
The shamans in your phone will like give you like more like, well, okay, I'm gonna give you the biggest trip of your life. So then they tend to like overdo it with you and whatnot. And I just had some experience where it was actually fantastic. I never had a single bad trip, but the last one that I had was a little too fantastic, and then like certain like prophecies that happened during the trip that I was like, that was neat, didn't really take very seriously. It seemed like, I'm not saying this happened, but it seemed to me like they were happening like really quickly, one after another, and then I started believing that I was living in a simulation, and then I thought I figured out time travel.
Hell yeah. Do drugs. Do drugs if you want to know about time travel, motherfuckers, because guess what? This is all a computer game.
And this is beyond being on the trip. It was after.
This is afterwards is when all the stuff fell apart. And mostly it was, I had a lot of fun, interesting ideas. There's really no harm in having a little conversation with yourself about time travel.
Not if you can see yourself as you're doing it, though. Dude, you don't see me sitting in that chair over there?
What I love is also Jay's initial question. He goes, so it got bad, which is such a funny question for psychedelics, because they go, well, what is bad? It's all an angle that you're looking at through different perspectives.
There is no bad trip. There's challenging trips.
As someone, like... I find it amazing because last time I did mushrooms was with Ari, your main competitor. Sorry, McDonald's. I ate at Burger King.
No, you're delicious too.
Your fries are the best, but the Whopper and the chicken sandwich. Give me some. Actually, no, I did truffles.
I'm moving on. I'm doing other things now anyway, so Ari can have it.
You go, guess who is now the fucking custom furniture comic? I go, woodworking.
Now Ari's gonna be like,
brilliant.
Ari's gonna go, good. No, I just do time travel by myself then.
Good. I'll just travel.
I'll figure out. Good, because I only made a capsule that can fit one person.
But.
I saw. And then
as he says that, he pulls the curtain off of a it says Shane Ari. He's like, I thought we were going to sail off into the stratosphere together.
It's SNA, and you go, what's SNA? And he goes, it means shit ass. No.
Shitty ass. I don't care.
Shit ass. I'm stupid. Hold on. I'm crying. Time travelers don't cry.
And he just goes, Ari, what's wrong? He goes, nothing. Did Shane Moss tell you that he was moving away from the psychedelic thing?
You say something about woodworking?
He goes, I learned how to weld. You don't even tell him. I don't want him to feel bad about it, but I had to figure out a lot. There's a lot of formulas I had to solve.
Just whatever. This is stupid. I don't like this.
That's what Ari's doing when he's traveling. When he goes to like Tibet for 3 months and shit, he's coming back with more time travel stuff.
He goes, I got it.
Or he's just chasing pieces of a DeLorean.
The last time I talked to Shane, he goes, I got the crystals. Yes. Shane goes, no. All right, we're not doing that anymore. He goes, what's up? What?
Aren't we?
What?
Aren't we?
What?
'Cause I'll tell you what. I just had to do some pretty dark things to get this crystal.
Well, then you need to tell future Ari, who told me that we did do this. So
I just talked to a monolith for a half hour, and you're going to tell me that was for shit? For fucking nothing?
So either you or Shaman Ken is full of shit, because Shaman Ken gave me 5 doses.
Shaman Ken.
Shaman Ken.
That is a great shaman name.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm Ken. Like, I'm Shaman.
Oh, it's a white guy with salt and pepper hair and a ponytail?
Yeah, he goes, hey, I'll be your shaman. He's putting it back. So doing that much DMT, the only person that we know that does DMT on the reg would be Kurt Metzger.
I don't even know if he does it on the reg at all.
Well,
I know he's done it a few times now.
I did it about 100 times.
Holy shit!
And
wow.
it started getting a little weird after a while.
Can you describe weird?
Yeah, I mean, just things the same stuff. Like I would be in a DMT world. It would show me a thing that meant nothing at all. It'd be like some weird like little city looking thing or something like that. And it'd be like, look at this, remember this, and it'd be like, compared to all of the other stuff, it didn't even look very interesting. But it was like, this is very important. You need to remember this. I'd be like, okay, and the trip would end. Then 3 months later, I'd smoke DMT again, and I'd get out of it and say I open my eyes and look at the speaker in this room, and the speaker's in kind of like Matrixy code.
Yeah.
And it's like the city.
Yeah.
Like the raw data that your brain is processing to put together the visual of the speaker is like what looked like a city to me, and it was like kind of showing me that like I know exactly where you're going to be the next time you
smoke DMT,
and the first thing you're going to see when you come out of it. And once that started happening, I was like, I don't think I can be messing around with this stuff anymore.
Dude, yeah.
And then
how's it going to make me deal with not being upset that my dick's not bigger? That's what Kurt was telling me, things like that. All my anxiety will go away.
I like how that's what Kurt tells you.
Well,
he goes, don't worry about your cock no more, Jack. Shane just breaks down. Shane goes, the drug was predicting where I was going to be, and I just didn't feel comfortable with that. And Kurt goes, yeah, you peck it don't hurt no more.
He goes, you find the fifth plane of existence, all that stuff, but besides that, you don't even worry about your dick. Doesn't matter. Your dick's fine. It's average. It's good.
Yeah, you realize that most most places on this earth are all basically inside of our mind, but also like you're not afraid of melted cheese anymore.
Yeah. And also, you won't be afraid of buses.
Buses, you can fly easier now.
I would say that DMT of all the psychedelics out there would be the last one you would want to use in like a therapeutic way. It's just such a mind fuck that like.
What's what I mean? He's going to make your stuff go away, but he's like, I saw colors I've never seen, shapes I couldn't describe. And I'm like, so how's that? That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't take it. I was like, I don't understand how that really helps my problems.
DMT is the single most fascinating thing I have ever done in my life and will ever do. There will never in my life be anything more interesting than a DMT experience. That being said, I don't see how it. There is no possibility that there is anything more interesting than DMT. I've lived thousands of lifetimes in these weird fractal universes that I don't understand. I've spent more time in those universes than this. This is like a blip compared to the amount of time that I've lived in.
Even though it's only
this doesn't even feel real.
Even though it's only a 7, what's the high? 7 to 10 minutes?
7 minutes, yeah.
In 7 minutes, you say you come out of that feeling like you've lived thousands of years.
Sometimes it feels like 7 minutes. Other times it feels
That's so funny when you get a bad one. You go, I lived 300 years. I actually learned that, my energy could carry a lot more energy under it. And then you go, 7 minutes, it was quick. I don't know. I got a burger in another place.
Yeah, I like living all the lifetimes. You pop out of it and he goes, wait, what? I was only out for 7 minutes. He goes, went from child to adulthood training to be a samurai. He goes, all that was for nothing?
That cherry blossom and I'm just waking up?
He goes, my whole childhood was stolen from me to become a ninja.
I guess I'll play Spider-Man.
That world and this world don't seem to have anything in common with one another. They don't seem to have they don't seem to relate to one another. And you can do mushrooms and like learn a little nuance about the way that you maybe repress memories. Or
when you
DMT, that's why I said to Kurt about it when he was describing all the stuff. I go, what's the meaning you're finding here? Because I was describing, not that it's a bad thing. I go, it sounds like it's like fun and interesting in a way, but everything you're doing is you're concocting it in your own head. Like your brain's making it happen.
I mean,
you're not being touched by another force.
I have a science podcast. I talk with neuroscientists and whatnot, and I have, and so I always had a very scientific take on things. It was actually like the edgiest thing that I would ever say during my psychedelic shows. I'd be like, I think this is just like in our heads. I don't think we're going to different dimensions. People, how dare you?
Yeah, that's so funny that you're the bad boy of the psych. Go, hey guys, I think we're just fucked up sitting in our own shit. Yeah. And they're like, this son of a bitch! I'm a galactic warrior! I am a galactic warrior! I have fought armies of light in 7 dimensions! And you go, actually, I just think you were sitting on a couch in Boise.
But what, I mean, how is either perception less interesting? I mean, the idea that your brain that you can have that kind of time dilation, which makes sense in your inner world. Like 1 second is nothing to this conscious experience. You can't get anything done in a second. But a second, if your hand is on a burner, is way too long for your hand to be on a burner. So your brain has to react much faster than that. So the operations in your brain are happening at a much different time scale than kind of this conscious experience.
Well, that's what I'd say
when you're popping down in there. That's kind of sort of what's happening.
I think about it like dreams. Like, when sometimes your alarm goes off and you have like 20 minutes and you dream the hardest in those moments where you have like a full-on fucking day in a dreamland and you wake up and you're like, that just sounds like a similar thing where you wake up and you're like, dude, I had a whole fucking day back in high school, but I was 35, and it was a 9-minute alarm. I woke up and was like, whoa, dude, what?
Inception, dude.
Oh, dude, well, too bad, because you were sleeping. You were sleeping, and then I snuggled with you, and I went into your dream. But
wait, is this
double incepted me?
Wait, am I being incepted right now?
You're sleeping. Actually, I hate to say this right now, Shane. We're all in Lewitsky's head. He's sleeping. That's why he can change everything. He hears it. Lou, wake up. Lou, wake up. It's Will. The wires are everywhere on the TV, Will.
Our wire organization is for shit.
It's for shit. So
I often think this entire existence is just like, you die and then it's like this lesson about putting the toilet seat down or something like that.
Yeah, where they're like, they go, it hurt, didn't it? And you go, some of that really hurt. And they go, okay, you were a human for fucking 73 years. And you're like, weird.
You really held on to that, too. You could have popped out at any time, but you really were holding on to that experience.
So you quantum leap as soon as you go, I guess you go, I'm
learning. But it's
Sam, we're leaping.
You know that there's an episode of Rick and Morty where they're at the Dave and Buster's, and he does that guy's life, and he goes, "You went back to the furniture store after you had cancer, the carpet store." He goes, "You went back." When Rick's giving Morty shit, he's like, "What do you?" That's how I thought that joke was so funny, because that's how it is. Where you're like, it could be like that, where you just pop it off and you're like, "Oh fuck, I was this guy for fucking."
I wouldn't mind taking DMT under the circumstance of like, hey man, just go and have fun with it and see what you see and enjoy it. I'm happy I didn't, because Kurt did sell it to me like a very this is gonna fix everything about you. And I was like, I'm ready for that.
I would say ayahuasca is one that would be like right in between DMT and mushrooms.
Okay,
so it's enough to see those seemingly different worlds or whatever that it's whatever perceptions that are nothing like this perception, but also some connections to things that you can improve.
I think why I kill it, and a lot of things as far as drugs, even that I've tried in my life, is that I don't start going all right, time to blast off and whatever this does. I have a whole thing going. I'm trying to keep myself. I'm worried about vanishing for 7 minutes into my own head. I still want to kind of be how many minutes in is this? I almost I want to see is that a pyramid and a city and the speaker? But I also want to know it's all right, about 4 minutes left. Okay, let's walk around, see what we can do. You know what I mean?
So you want to go
my
around.
feeling of being lost in it is like what kind of scares me. Like, how long is it going to take? Does it end? That's my fear. When I was younger and would get even stoned, and it would be going like, not bad, but getting anxiety or panicky from it. Like, does this end? Is my heart racing going to stop?
You want to go around the roller rink holding the wall. You're like holding the wall, and you're like, here
ironically, Dan, that is how I roller skate.
Yeah, me too.
Or,
That's why I say I know it, because I know that feeling, because you don't really want to let go, and there's like this kind of thing. Mushrooms, what I like is it kind of gives you a perspective on what you know in a different way, where you're like, fuck, you just get launched up, and it's like, I always say mushrooms, it's like that launching game at the carnival where they pull you back and fucking shoot you up, and at first you're like, fuck, and then you're up there and you're like, oh fuck, this is cool. Oh fuck, look, I can see I think my house is over there, and you're back down and you're back up.
I like when you ride a ride a few times and then you're the asshole on it going like, everybody freaking out.
That's
isn't even that scary.
Yeah, but I wonder,
it doesn't affect your stomach anymore. Even you're like, I'm good.
Is that how it is with mushrooms with you? Or you're like, yeah, look, we're up here now, cool.
When I was doing it, when I was doing it with that kind of frequency, a lot of it was just like, well, now I'm just sitting here doing drugs. Like, why? Like, I'm not like building I'm not getting any like great ideas out of it. Like, mushrooms were typically an experience that I would have, say, like 5 times in a year, and sometimes I'd like really go for it, but it was something that, I mean, I would write the premise of entire shows in like a mushroom trip, and it was like just really creatively inspiring and helped form new habits and all of that stuff. But when you do it like 3 times in a week, after a while, it's just kind of like, oh, this is just kind of a depressing. I guess we're exploring depression on this one.
Yeah, you're like, and back into the shit on mushrooms. Yeah. It's the same ride to the same place. Yeah, because I maybe do mushrooms twice a year, and I always walk away like, fuck, all right, well, I picked up some shit.
Yeah.
Picked up, like, Lou and I were in Amsterdam, and I did truffles. What's the difference between truffles and mushrooms?
Expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't done truffles. I think you got to do more of them to have.
Well, however much I did was, the guy gave me one dosage, and it was fucking.
I don't
killed a hooker.
Goddamn mental giants. I took over Amsterdam for one whole day.
I think I have mushrooms in my house that we have never. But I'm so like, I can't get them down. Like chewing them, it's horrible to me.
The capsules is
fine. Capsules is good.
The pills?
Yeah.
The little pills. If you got to take like 93 of them or something to have a trip.
It should be about 8.
8
capsules, I'd say.
Is a fucking see you later?
It'd be about a half a gram in each capsule.
Do we still have those? Capsules? I got nothing to do tonight.
I'm trying to blast off.
I got a light night tonight.
Here's the Rick and Morty. We're talking about Roy as the video game.
Oh, yeah.
Our life well lived.
This out.
Roy, what's wrong?
I had a nightmare. I was with an old man. He put a helmet on me.
It's just a fever. Get some sleep. I don't want you missing school on Monday.
I want you kids to look around you today and think about your future. Now is the time in your life when anything is possible.
Spiraling perfectly, it's going to be caught by Roy Parsons. Roy Parsons is at the 20. Now he's at the 10. Nothing can stop Roy the Rocket. Touchdown!
I just think it's time to get realistic. Have you talked to my father about the carpet store? Roy?
Had we caught it sooner... Well, hindsight is 20/20, Roy. What's important is that we move quickly.
I'm not ready to die.
You're not going to.
Jesus. Comes back after surgery?
Yeah!
Cancer can't beat the rocket.
Hey, thanks for the carpet, Roy.
Hey, Roy, you pull those Persian off-white shags for the clearance sale?
And then this old man climbs up.
Shit! Oh, what the hell? Whoa, where am I?
Not bad, Morty. You kind of wasted your 30s, though, with that whole bird-watching phase.
Where's my wife?
Morty, you were just playing a game. It's called Roy. Snap out of it. Come on.
I'm Morty. You're Rick. Hey, you sold a gun to a guy that kills people.
Yeah, look at this. You beat cancer and then you went back to work at the carpet store? Boo.
Don't dodge the issue, Rick.
It was one of those shows where you start watching and you're like, oh, that's the smartest joke. Even that small little sketch right there, you're like, fuck, that's funny, because I've had that thought on mushrooms, like, what if it is just a video game?
Yeah, what if Rick and Morty are watching us?
Don't do that, because next time I trip, I'm going to think that. I was like, Shane's been on the other side. He knows some shit. He said he's lived thousands of years.
Greetings from the other side.
I go, I got to listen back to that Bonfire episode because all the clues are in there. And when I get the clues, I solve the puzzle.
You said you did
That is very much a period of time in my life quite recently.
Really? It got that bad?
That's what it was like for a little while. It was ultimately, right now I'm the best version of myself I've ever been. I exercise regularly and have a lot of things going on and super
How'd you clear that up?
I had a trip to a psych ward.
Okay.
Really? That was a thing.
How did that
terrifying.
Go down? Did you, at what point are you like, I have to go to the psych ward?
Oh, well, it wasn't
I don't
my
think you
choice.
are. I was just going to say, I don't think you're the one that's like, guys, let's go to the psych ward around 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, they did. I know the last piece for my time machine.
Yeah.
It's in a psych ward, I bet.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny. The psych ward's going over their patient list and they go, self-admitted. If
you're self-admitted, I'm not sure you need to be there.
Yeah.
There was intervention or something?
No, the last one, the last ayahuasca trip that I had, it launched me into this manic state of having these great, wonderful, creative ideas that were getting to be a hair too creative. And also, I was in a very manic state. I didn't sleep for about a week.
Cool.
And then, I was sleeping about an hour a night, and just very excited about lots of big ideas about how.
Dude, you'd be a legend in high school.
Oh, dude, dude, Shane Moss fucking goes, bro.
Moss.
Oh, dude, a Rolling Stone gathers no moss unless that stone parties fucking constantly.
Ended up in a psych ward like a diabolical cartoon villain.
Dude,
Arkham.
And plus you got a great
Arkham.
You have a great first name for it too. You go, you're fucking Shane's at the psych ward. Fucking Shane partied so hard he got put to the psych ward.
Yeah. Hallucinogens turned him batshit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I heard he didn't come back.
He's the Joker now.
And then I had so for example, this is like an idea of a triggering thing. So I had during this ayahuasca trip, it was telling me about. I had talked to this person that was doing this some DMT experiment trying to turn a DMT trip instead of 7 minutes using making it 3 hours long, and so that influenced my ayahuasca trip, and I talked to him a month earlier, and then I was during the ayahuasca, it was you're going to go into the. It's so funny that you're playing Roger Waters right now, because Pink Floyd, because this is where the story's going. And I was so I got out, and the next day I opened my phone. I got off this mountain where we did ayahuasca.
Yeah, you're shaman heavy.
No self.
You're definitely going to shaman's fucking place. Where does shaman live? Mountains, motherfucker.
Yeah. And I got down, and the first text I got was this hey, do you want to be the first participant in this DMT extended state thing? And I was like, that's strange. And so I went to this. I was I just had a vision that this was going to happen last night during ayahuasca. And then I go to this conference, and there's this guy talking about how he thinks it's getting information from outside of time and blah, blah, blah. And it was kind of influencing, and that's when I started thinking about time a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was so then a week later, so I'm thinking these ideas a lot, and I'm am I being selected for this? What is going on? And then, a week later, I had tickets for Roger Waters.
Okay.
That a fan flies the inflatable pig for Roger Waters.
That's the most psychedelic thing you've said, including being in a psych ward. That he knows the guy that flies the pig for Roger Waters.
What pig? What?
There isn't a guy. And so my girlfriend for our anniversary, we're going to go to Roger Waters, right? And this is already planned out months in advance. But
is it
now
the wall? The thing where he's doing the whole wall?
No, his new tour was very Trump heavy and stuff. It was interesting.
Oh,
but it was that day, so I had already been talking my girlfriend's ear off about time travel and
man, there ain't nothing worse than being a girlfriend of a guy on psychedelics.
So she's
great.
Just so irritated.
Shane, I love you, but I cannot hear about space-time continuum again. I understand what has happened is a ripple of something that's yet to happen.
You have to make some suggestion for dinner, please.
Please, do you want to go get pad thai or sushi? I need to know. I understand that the future you has already made this decision, and that this decision is reckless on Earth.
I know you would say that I already know the answer because this has happened and folded on top of itself 1,000 times. But right now, I need in this fold, I need you to please give me some direction.
Dude, domestic
pad thai or sushi.
It's exactly that's a perfect impression of exactly what it was like. She's just like, you didn't ask about my day.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's a time travel.
Honey, you just hear papers. Honey, listen, please.
Sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down.
Pluto?
I want to hear about Jane. I want to hear about Jane and HR. I really do. But hold on. Look at this. Look.
Pluto is a planet.
Look at this. No, look at this. What if I told you? We've been there. Now look at this. You got to look at this. Sit down. She goes, oh my God.
She goes, you see this? She goes, that's smeared ink. No, that's us. That's us.
That's me and you right now.
That's us.
Right down there.
This is a Hubble telescope view of the surface of Mercury.
Goes,
explain that.
I'm gonna go. She goes, do you want to watch an episode of Glow? I do.
This is verbatim. It's like you guys were there. It's like I've been being watched this whole time, and you're doing it and so I was So I had this wacky idea the day of. I was like, well, how do you verify any of this? And I was like, well, maybe if I go into this extended state and I'm like getting messages from outside of time, I could alter it. This is just like I'm just brainstorming.
Yeah, just spitballing.
And I'm like, maybe I could set it up so when I get out of it, if I'm able to alter time, someone will give me an envelope that I won't know the contents of, but will make perfect sense to me then, and that's how we'll like test this idea. But I won't tell. I'll just tell you that's what I'm doing. I'm talking to my girlfriend, and she's like,
She's all right, David Blaine. Yes, that's my uncle's name. You've met him before. It's not that impressive.
She goes, how's everything with Shane? She goes, I'm basically like a magician's assistant. I'm basically like, I'm waiting for him to tell me he wants to saw me in half.
I go, no, listen. I'm not actually going to saw you in half. He goes, what's going to happen is...
That's why he goes, but is it always your card? And she goes, no. But if I don't say it is, we never eat.
You got the card twice, Shane. You got the card twice.
Was it the Six of Clubs? No. It wasn't Six of Clubs? Yes, it was the Six of Clubs. Please.
And I go to this like Roger Waters concert, and then I ate mushrooms that day too because we'd already planned on eating mushrooms and everything. My friends.
This is when you got committed.
This is right before.
Is it because you thought Roger Waters had your envelope? He needs me.
I went to this hospitality thing because like I knew the guy that flies the thing, and that guy comes back and he's like, and he sees me and he like gives me this. He like looks at my ticket and he's like, hold on, and he like gives me this really strange look. He's like, oh, hold on a second, and then he like goes and he like brings back an envelope.
Shut
and I'm
up.
like, I'm like, what? And now I'm on mushrooms.
It's your tickets,
and
though.
I haven't slept in a week.
Oh, dude.
And I open this and it's a signed photo from Roger Waters.
Really?
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Time
and
travel.
I was like, I gotta sit down. And then I like went. I went out and then I have the best tickets for the best show imaginable, these incredible seats. And then, like, Roger Waters, he would go back and forth on the stage, and then he would come over, and he's playing, and he's, like, looking, the audience always thinks
general
that
direction.
You're looking in the general direction of, like, exactly me. And I'm like, what? Is Roger Waters communicating with me right now? And that's when things took like a real turn. It went from like a bunch of fun ideas from me being like, wait, am I dying right now? Did I, like, I'm searching back in time. I'm like, oh, I ate too many pain pills once, like 3 years ago. I bet I'm like I bet I'm dying from, like, I'm on a hospital bed right now, and this is like a dream
Jacob's
that's happening
ladder
right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then I just couldn't get that thought out of my head, and then all these bizarre things just started happening in my life. Everything gets perceived as bizarre, like, once you're in, like, the other day I was thinking about, I have some Bigfoot joke, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about, like, Littlefoot, right?
Yeah.
And I don't even know what the joke was, didn't even write it down. And then, like, a couple minutes later, I look up and there's this Smallfoot or something billboard for the movie coming out. Now, I had probably passed that billboard 100 times because I was in L.A. without realizing it, and it probably influenced why I created that joke. And then after that, you see that, and that's all a very reasonable
That's what the Hollywood Jews hope you think.
That's what the Lizard King wants.
But when you're in that state, you're like, did I just create that with my mind? Now, how is that possible? How did a movie go back? So I know it was produced 2 years ago, but how did me thinking of that idea go back in time to make, and so it was like another 2 weeks of that.
Fuck.
And
2 weeks of that after Roger Waters.
Yeah, still not sleeping and stuff, and things started getting like much more delusional than that. I started thinking like people were holding people captive that were close
you and
to
Lindsay
me,
Lohan.
and like and
is Lindsay on DMT?
I got. My girlfriend took me to a hospital once. Then they sedated me, and then I woke up and I was like, okay, I know how to like talk myself out of this and act like a normal person. And then I like kind of went crazy again, within another 24 hours or so. And then I got sedated me again. And then like I talked my way out of it. And then my girlfriend had to like call my family and stuff like that, and then they came and committed me against my will. And then and it was like very much, so I was like shooting a documentary about psychedelics, and you have like these Truman Show-ish experiences sometimes when you're on psychedelics. Well, when you come out of like a ketamine trip where you're having this like, I wonder if this is all a Truman Show, and then you open your eyes and there's cameras right in front of you, like, like what is happening? Did you get footage
of all like you going like nuts?
No, I didn't.
That was after the documentary.
That was I was going to do ayahuasca to like prepare for doing ayahuasca on camera, thinking that I had no idea it was just like going to be another trip for me. I didn't.
You like shit your pants and stuff on that, right? The whole thing. By the way, I will say, ironically, with all this Roger Waters talk, you look like a young David Gilmour. You actually look a lot like him. If you bring up a picture of young David Gilmour, you really do.
I love David Gilmour. And so then I went into a psych ward, and I was able to get out in about a week. I would say I was still tripping for about 3 months after that, but not like, pretty manageable. And
what was the cleanup like? What's the cleanup like if you go into a psych ward? When do you go
first
down?
Off, a psych ward is horrifying because they don't sentence you. Like, you don't know if you're going to be in there for 2 hours or the rest of your life. You just have no idea, and then. So,
you just keep saying in your head, don't answer questions with don't answer questions with
So I don't ask where the chief is.
I'm in a psych and to me, I'm like, well, this is a trick. I'm not even in a psych ward right now. I'm being like contained in here as they like try to like harvest these ideas that I'm having from and everyone else in there is also like, there's several people on my level. Yeah. And so we're kind of influencing each other.
You guys are all trying to build the time machine.
Yeah. And there was, there's something interesting because like, it was strange.
It's funny you say that because my aunt in the 70s did, when she was a teenager, she did like an insane amount of hits. 20 dudes all at once. And she did like, I want to say 20 hits of acids, a crazy amount. And my grandmother committed her to a psych ward because she didn't know she was on drugs. She thought she was just fucking crazy, and she was just tripping her balls off. And she was like, the psych ward was the funnest place for the first 2 days because she was fucked up. And she's just like, and everyone's like, the aliens are coming. She's like, yeah, the aliens are definitely coming. Yeah. And my aunt said about day 3, she was like, oh, fuck, like this is bad. And like had to call my grandma. And of course, this is a psych ward in San Francisco in the 70s, so I don't know fun it was. She was in with Half Mom and the Papas.
So you have to be medicated to keep like your chemicals level now?
Yeah, so I'm starting to become a little more sane, but I'm still, it was like intellectually, I always knew what was going on. Like, I always kind of knew I was going crazy. I always knew like I was having these cognitive biases and a lot of like confirmation bias. I'd have an idea and then I'd see it. Doesn't mean that it's like I'm creating it in the world. It's if I say orange right now, every listener is going to notice the orange thing in the environment, even though they didn't notice it before I said that. And they didn't create orange. It was there. And so, but there's like once the fear and the paranoia takes over, those are just like such strong motivators that you go like, well, I know this probably isn't true, but what on the off chance that it is, like, what if the universe collapses because of the ideas that I'm having right now? And now I'm trying to like censor my thoughts and like, and it was. So less of that was happening, but I was still so paranoid, and I was still thinking, like, well, what if I am trapped in this psych? Like, this isn't a psych ward. These are just like this fake place, and I was like, there's this game like this that I gotta solve, and so I'm trying to like solve this puzzle, and everyone else is trying to like solve this weird puzzle too to get out of this psych ward, and I had it, at one point I had it in my head that they were showing my family like videos of me to make me look crazy. So I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll screw up the continuity of whatever videos by like changing like the shirt that I'm wearing, or like putting a X on my left hand and then changing that so like they'll notice.
You're a director's nightmare.
Yeah.
They go, Shane Moss is perfect at fucking up continuity. It's a gift.
And so now I'm like walking around with one sock on, and like, and
You're
everyone else
crazier.
sees me do that. They're like, why is he doing that? Are we supposed to, is it the one sock game right now? So now everyone like wearing
I went
sock.
Shane said he doesn't belong here. Neither do I. My sock's off.
What do I got to do? Take a sock off? That's all I got to do to get out of this fucking place?
Yeah, none of us belong here, man. Look at us. We all have one sock on.
Dude, god damn it. I want to. I
know. I wish I hope you can come back sometime, Shane, and continue the conversation.
Absolutely.
Man.
I mean, I want to continue. There's so many questions I have. Shane Moss,
you
make sure you go.
You have to read before you do the plugs. You have to read the ad read, I think.
Oh, before?
Am I wrong? I thought we were supposed to integrate them.
Just do it now? Well, I mean, you guys hate shopping. Let's say you go to a different universe and the lines aren't as long. Guess what? This universe... Lucky you, but
right now you're trapped in this universe.
Well, or are you? Introducing Bonfire. The easiest way for guys to get better clothes, no shopping required. You're going to be matched with a dedicated personal stylist who sends you clothes from the best brands on your fit and taste right to your door. Try everything on in the comfort of your own home. Pay what you want to keep, and then you just got to send back the rest.
And if you've gone mental on psychedelics,
you don't have.
It's nice that somebody, but it's nice that somebody's delivering you clothes that match.
Yeah,
but how do they know?
He goes, how do they know I love braided belts?
It's pretty simple how they know. When you go on and you match with a stylist, they find out.
Do that part sober.
Yeah, you even get 20% off when you buy multiple items. So what are you waiting for? Go see what hundreds of thousands of men across the country are talking about. Get started with Bonfire today. Visit bonfire.com/bonfire and get $25 off your first purchase. That's BOMB.
She's going to get a box of tie-dye t-shirts.
How did they know? Roger Waters shirts. Oh my God. BOMBFELL.com/bonfire for $25 off. Bonfire.com/bonfire. Shane, seriously, dude, fucking
thanks for coming by,
thanks
man.
for coming on. That was
thanks. Man, so interesting.
Stand-up science tour kicks off in Madison, Wisconsin, October 11th.
It's me and two scientists on the show and another comic, by the way.
Hell yeah. Shane is fucking hilarious, so go check him out. His podcast, Here We Are, visit Shane Moss, MAUSS.com, and his documentary, Psychonautics, is got East Coast premiere October 4th and 6th. We love you guys at the Bonfire SXM.
DanSoder.com for all his tour dates.
BigJComedy.com for all his tour dates. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow live, yeah?
Yeah.